Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Kari Gregor.
How you doing?
I'm so glad you could join me. Today, I'm making the best plant-based cheese ball. You can use store-bought ingredients or make everything from scratch. Your choice. Let's get into it. Okay, we have some plant-based sharp cheddar cheese. This is some that we made in a previous video or the same recipe. Just take it and grate it up. We need a full 1 cup of this. Now you can go and use different brands of plant-based cheddar cheese that you would find at the grocery store. It really doesn't matter. That's part of the beauty of this recipe, is that you don't have to make it all yourself, but if you want to control what is in the cheese ball, then you can make it yourself. You have that option. So I went through a package and a quarter or half. This is probably about half of one of those wheels, and it makes a full cup of grated cheddar cheese. You need 1 cup of the grated plant-based cheddar cheese. Then we need 8 ounces of plant-based cream cheese. And we jar preserved plant-based cheese a little while ago. So take a look in the description below or in the card above for both of those recipes. I'll try and link them. I only had 6 ounces in each of these jars, so I needed a couple ounces from the previous 6 or 7 ounces, so I knew I needed to have a little bit more than 1 jar of this cream cheese in here. And then we just whip it up.
To whip it good.
Next we need half a teaspoon of onion powder, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and a pinch of salt. Now we have put salt into the cream cheese, and there is some salt in the grated plant-based cheddar, so that's why not so much salt. 1 teaspoon of vegan Worcestershire sauce and half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Mix that together. Make sure you scrape down so that we get it all thoroughly mixed. Scrape down the bowl and fold it in on itself. Then we're going to add our plant-based cheddar cheese shreds and beat that together. And it makes it pretty loose. It's not going to be very stiff. So we're going to be doing something about that before we put the nuts on. Once again, make sure you scrape down the sides of your bowl. So scrape down the sides of the bowl, make sure this is all thoroughly mixed, and then I kind of mound it into a ball or a relatively close ball shape, and we're going to put it into the freezer. So chill it in the freezer for 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes, while you chop the nuts, and that'll give it a chance to firm up.
Why do you have a copy of The Shining in your freezer?
Oh, I was reading it last night and I got scared, so.
This is one of those recipes that you can do a lot of work for, or you can simply buy all the ingredients at the store and put it together. It's up to you how much time you want to invest versus how much control you want to have over the ingredients. Remember, when you make it yourself, you have total control over the fat, salt, and sugar. As usual, give me a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when another recipe is posted. I've got about half a cup of walnuts here. You can use walnuts or pecans, just about any kind of nut that you like to have on the outside of this that would taste good with those ingredients. And I put it into my little spin chopper. I sure love this thing. And that needs a little bit more, a few more pulls. So I think I did 15 pulls on this, and I believe that those walnuts were frozen too, so that may have something to do with it. But that looks like a good size to put on the outside of the cheese ball. So then I just take it and dump the chopped up nuts onto the cutting board and spread them out. Just make sure they're kind of evenly spread out. Then I take the chilled cheese ball from the freezer and put it onto one of these cutting boards on top of those nuts. The nice thing about these flexible cutting boards is you can take it and just kind of roll it around without even touching it. It's so much easier. After you've served it, you can reshape the ball and close up the part that has been eaten, and serve it again for another time, or reshape it and wrap it in plastic and put it in the freezer for a much later time. Or you can make smaller balls out of this for single servings even. Like, there's so many options. It's a great party cheese. Once it is relatively covered, I can take this cheese board. It's made for having a cheese ball on it. You can see that. And just pop it over onto that cheese board. And you can just take it and shape it up into a little bit more of a ball. I think this is going to chill a little bit more in the fridge. It'll keep for a long time because, you know, both of those things, the cream cheese and the other stuff, has lots of salt in it, and so it'll keep for a long time. This is so great. Take a look. It's a little softer than if you use, you know, what I remember the store-bought cream cheese being, but it is so good. A little softer, but you could maybe put it in as a spread and just sprinkle some nuts on the top. Oh, that smells good. I'm gonna be having some more of this off camera.
Have you gotten into the cheese? There's all cheese section. I bet there is. I went nuts.
That is so good. It's so good. If you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up below and leave me a comment. Let me know if you try this recipe. If you try it with store-bought ingredients, let me know. I'd like to know how it turns out for you. Thank you for doing that. And while you were down there leaving a comment, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will know when whole food, plant-based broccoli cheddar cheese soup. Yum. Yeah, that is next video. So ring that bell, hit the bell down below so you will receive a notification when that video is posted. Thank you so much for watching.